Hello, people, folks, and others. We're gonna do some invites. I don't have nothing to talk about. This is blood talk. So, um, they told me if I smoke a blunt, I get high. If I read a book, I learn. So, I read a book while smoking a blunt, got highly educated, and this is the part here where the game is disseminated. We gonna take the shit that I took in and we gonna spread that shit around in a community fashion. And we gonna do some questions. So we gonna start out with some brothers. We gonna end with some sisters. Divine masculine gonna open the way for divine feminine. I have no fucking clue what we talking about tonight, people. So if you have anything to stir up, ask about, look into, investigate, stone to unturned, chess piece to move, checkers to flip, flying kings, kings on ice, motherfucking queens on ice. We gonna talk a little bit about whatever. But look, this is what I need y'all to understand. There are sports that is our ancient pastimes that we see, and they got a different appeal than traditional sports. So since I got nothing to talk about and it popped in my head, we gonna talk about a couple of these sports. Oh, I got a caller already. Nuwapu. So ice skating, gymnastics, trampolines, um, ballet, um, ballet with the ribbon, skating with the ribbon. All of those are ancient Atlantean pastimes. There was a science to those sports. The science to gymnastics. A female who has aggression is normally taught gymnastics before they consider giving her a fight sport in order to capture her femininity out of the masculine part of herself so that she can rise higher in the feminine energy. And then if she want to go into like mixed martial arts or martial arts, then she'll be trained after the gymnastics. That's used as a what we call a Shakti stabilizer. That Kali Ma energy, that's the stabilizer, right? So Anthony Givens, the Givens families used to be in charge of homeland charitable distribution of goods and services. What's up with you guys?
Oh,
I was just talking about your last name.
you talking to me, big bro, big chief?
Yeah,
Man, how y'all doing? All of y'all, man. Man,
yeah.
man.
Good to see you. Where you chiming in from? What part of the land you on?
Detroit. I'm
Oh,
in Grosse Pointe Woods right now.
you right up the street.
I had to get my energy together. I had to breathe. I'm about to cry in front of all y'all. Get all y'all my tears of love.
Look, hey, look, we embrace all of the love. We reject all the hate. We take the hate, turn that shit into compost, plant seeds of love, and grow the love right in the middle of their hate.
Ain't that called terraforming?
That's called alchemy. They
Alchemy,
thought
yes,
that
sir.
when them motherfuckers was throwing rocks at us and we was building an empire with them.
That's
You
that
understand?
Paleolithic. Paleolithic. I was looking at that. They say everything was made from rocks, wood, and sand. Well, I don't know. There was another word, but I was looking at that. How they talk about that. You know, they did the ages and what people was where, and you know these settlers. That's what I was working on. You know, where the settlers come from? Who the heck is that?
Yeah. Look, them wasn't settlers. Those
Ah,
were
that was the killers.
invaders. Settlers come in peace. Invaders come to take your shit. We had settlers. They came on Ellis Island. we couldn't get into the pale-face institutions. So we said, fuck it. Hey, you're
Make our own.
even pale-face. We want all your orphans, all your convicts. We want all your prostitutes. The worst motherfuckers to
Woo!
overrun these institutions with pale faces. Them motherfuckers we want y'all to see. Because when we overrun it, we want to be what we call that, repugnant as they are. We want to use the
Woo!
worst motherfuckers y'all got to go in there and get the jewels and come out because they said that we ain't gonna never figure this shit out, right? So
Yeah.
they want to go to war with God.
Yeah. Can you talk about Angela? Man, I know we get to go. You got my mind running. Can you talk about Angelicize? This
Anglicized is to make Anglo-Saxon. The Anglican is the Anglican Church. It's an Anglo-Saxon church. Europeanized Roman Catholicism disguised as Protestantism.
applied linguistics play a lot in that because that's right. I was looking up a little bit of the stuff, and that's where I was going with the Anglicized, and it was applied linguistics with my man who they called him a problem solver, and you know how everything is for like imperial, which I looked up imperial sum, but I looked it up and it was like for employment. Like every skill you got is just for employment for
Yeah,
somebody
well,
else.
you got to remember, if you're not in the position of power, you have to have something to offer to the power structure in order to make you useful enough for them to maintain and keep.
Maintain
The
and keep
people with the
earn your keep.
highest paying, right? So the people with the highest paying jobs don't got the highest paying jobs because they better than nobody. It's just that they got the job the system need the most. They need that to uphold their system, right? They don't pay teachers what they supposed to. And we not supposed to have police, them policy enforcers. We supposed to have the Sharif, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Sharif is supposed to be well compensated by the community for keeping the peace. Their
I
job is
like what
not to go throw you in a cage. But the modern police job is to take you off the street, put you in slavery in a cage, right? The old Sharif would say, okay, he went over there, he did something to the people, threw a rock through their window. The old Sharif would say, okay,
that's
you
right.
got this. Hey,
Chief.
sweetie, how you doing?
Good.
You look like
Hey,
a
I
little
want to hit the
angel.
flow
What's your
for
name?
you. She got a riff here. Talk. That's Rob Hayes, Chief Pontiac. Talk to him. Tell him hi.
Hi.
He love rap. He rap too.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Zoe.
Zoe. You know, I got a little girl on Instagram named Zoe that dance, and she do magic for a grown-up friend because the grown-ups is not good at magic as the kids. So the Zoe dance magic for another one of my friends because she an adult, so she had to do the dance magic through the babies. Ain't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You want
that's
to be
black
about
girl
for
magic working. They be working their black girl magic. You know, you got
man?
that
Come
black
on. We
girl
was just
magic
out there looking at the moon.
working.
You want to be back? You good?
I want beatbox.
Go ahead. Don't you got it? You want to slow a little bit? Black girl man.
So since she beatbox for me, put it back on there. Since she beatbox for me, I'm gonna give you one verse of a rap song. It's called "Searching for My Soul." Okay, you want to hear it?
Huh?
You want to hear
Yeah.
it? Remember second grade, catch a kiss after school, trading bag lunch, cafeteria, your food. Your mom so cool, she used to drive me home. We stayed in touch all summer playing tag on the phone. Do you recall how innocent we were back then? Little boy and girl, still the best of friends. No ends in sight to all the fun we share. Like my fight with the bully cause he had me scared. Who dare
Come
try
on.
to touch you when I was around? If you start to cry, so I was the first to cry. Hold you down always like I'm big brother. Wish the times we share could last forever. No wonder Pops accused us of being in love. It was the fourth grade before we learned to trust. A special
Yes.
kind of bond we knew had to last. When you think about it, though, you got a hell of a past.
You want to go
How
or
you like
no?
that?
You like that?
I like it.
I thought she was about to jump in there, man. You know, I'm telling you, she jump in there with us when we flow.
Zoe gave me the thumbs up, boy. Shit, they can't tell me nothing. They can't hit me in the ass with a shiny red apple now.
Look, I was happy to be on there, but I had to let her talk to you because you always you got the kids. And, you know, we flow and all kind of stuff. We was just out there with the moon making the video with the little thing that was shooting
And we're
across.
gonna send it on YouTube.
Okay, excuse me. But yeah, man, I
Tell her she
appreciate
don't
all of
know
that.
YouTube. Tell her
Hey,
she
and
don't know
you told us everything where we was from and who we from. You told us all of that, and then you look it up and it's right there.
Oh,
All of that, all of the names, man. Gaelic. I look the Gaelic. I don't want to cuss it because I'll be positive.
can I show you something cool? I'm wearing no socks. This is like impossible for no people that is not wearing socks or shoes
Do
or
it.
slippers. I can do the
I got some queens, so you know I'm working on that stuff, and then just kicking it with them. But you gave us all the keys, my big
one more
brother.
thing I can show him.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, keys.
Say hey, aunt. Say hey, aunt.
Hi.
What's your name?
What's your name?
That's Harmony.
That's
Big
Harmony.
Mama. She the bully.
Yeah.
So don't you gonna be telling you why it's not good to be the bully?
Yeah.
Because if you be the bully,
Yes.
then
Yeah.
if you be the bully, then all of the nice people that don't want to be the bully they gonna get together and bully you. Because it's only one of you.
Yeah.
So they
Hey,
bully
she only two, but anyway, go. I'm leaving you alone.
Hey, she's saying okay right on cue.
Yeah. I just want to.
Say bye, aunt.
Bye,
Bye bye.
I guess I can't stop it.
Uh-oh, she breakdancing, goddammit. What?
Oh no, she got the moves. My bad.
Yes, she do. Hey, you know the irony is I was drink.
Get that throat. Yes, sir.
Let me drink.
Handle your business, sir.
It's a little chronic.
Hey, you would take you said you wouldn't get in that ice for us. You would have did that shit.
I don't know about that one, dog.
This is not cold.
You've been mad as hell, but you'd have did it.
I probably would have, but I don't think my heart did you too.
Yes, sir. But go ahead.
We know about the big swole cookie that used to go around and scrap. We know about that cookie, but we don't know about the kind, compassionate hearted man who would give his last to see one of his brothers come up.
That shirt off the back. But then I don't know what we were talking about before, but like I was listening to Dr. Sirius B the other day, and it's like I we used to have family, and everybody will watch out for everybody, and that I don't want to say it was lost, but because you got like what all y'all have shown me is that everybody held a part of some, even with the last names, So Givens was the motherfucker who you know what I'm saying, who distributed it out. You got the Warriors, you got all of that stuff. So it wasn't gone anywhere.
Our last names is either one of our totems, about our land, or about what I do for the family. our surnames, as they call them, always reflect either the tribe, the totem animal, the family profession, or in some cases like Johnson. The
Yeah, John. Yeah,
Johnsons,
Johnson.
right.
So,
Now,
I feel like I'm a bear because like sometimes the full moon get us out of here.
put it in the house. Your tape was ours.
I'm gonna take with sure. Okay.
yeah, so when you go to the etymology of John, it's your nine, it's the light bringer. And John was the
Mm-hmm.
teacher,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then John's son is the one who became as good as his father. But they
Uh-huh.
had to identify him by emphasizing that he was the son and not the
The
father.
sun.
So they say that's
Patronymic.
uh,
Patronymic.
yeah.
Right.
So our names verified, diversified. Then sometimes you have to look at a translated name, right? Because sometimes they give us an English name, but the meaning by implications comes from the Arabic or the Hebrew, right?
Okay.
So
What's the opposite of patronymic? I don't mean to cut you off. I just got a
go ahead,
million
go ahead.
questions.
The opposite of
Patronymic names. No, patron. When they start coming up with the son of the father, and did they ever used to use like the son of the mother as a basis?
okay, so when you go back and they say that the Anunnaki was the first to bring kingship to man on earth, that's when the father line lineage became rulership heredity.
Prehistory.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta pay attention to this. It's rulership of the men. It's the rulership, the kingship is the father that's in charge of keeping all of the fathers doing their job. Right? So when you come and talk about a king, you're talking about this. So if you look at it like humans and say wolves, wolves are pack animals, humans are pack animals. Wolves naturally pick their own alpha from among the ones that's available. Humans naturally cater to the alpha in the room, no matter how many people in there. In a room full of celebrities, all of the celebrities is going to be paying homage to the one that is the alpha of the celebrities. The naturally selected by the most loved is most
Most
respected
love.
is the standard that you can use. Whereas the wolf use, bitch, I bet I beat your ass.
I will.
We use most loved, most respected. Then the animals use might is right. We use
What
most
about but
loved, most respected because we needed to not be as savage as animals.
but it's also like the ones who give the most and who they are. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can respect the motherfucker who will kill you, but the person you gonna always take care of is that old lady who got everybody back.
hmm But now the patriarchs that came over here has turned us against that old lady. They usurped our way of life because they said we was insects. They
Grandma
said
gave us
only the
$1 every
insects,
day.
right? Only insects would scramble around that old lady like that,
Hive man.
right? And they couldn't understand that when she was present and she spoke, no matter me and you could be in the middle of a fist fight, but Big Mama said, "Y'all cut that out, bullshit out of my front yard." Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Nigga, I'm gonna get you soon as Big Mama leave. Nigga, I'm gonna get you soon as Big Mama leave. But right now, let's go in here and wash these dishes before she get us.
Soon as Debo gone, I'm talking again.
Look, me and you walking this motherfucker looking like Big Tookie and Jeff Ford. We knocking, boom, clack, clack, clack. Big Mama come out there. Hey, I need you boys to stop that and come in here and wash these dishes. Yes, ma'am. Respect,
The
respect.
dishes neat as hell. Look, the dishes all neat, everything wiped off.
All the time, man, you talking about just wait till Big Mama ain't around, nigga. I'm gonna get you.
Elbows.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We be all in the kitchen bumping into each other. Mad
I
as a
ain't moving.
motherfucker.
You
But you
move.
ain't gonna start washing them dishes because Big Mama want them done.
I did the
Big
pots. You
Mama
do the
most loved,
dishes.
most respected by the most people.
Man, I just appreciate being able to talk. Like I said, I'm not trying, but I'm getting it together for like this, the last name thing. That really touched me, and I wanted to know, and I didn't know where to go for a long time. And then I just started looking at it. It's right there. It's right on the internet. They literally tell you, and you know they tell you it ethnocultural. I ain't buy ethnic cultural that word. I did buy ethnobotany though. That's a powerful word.
You taking it back. Tell me
Right.
what
So
talking
look,
about. Open up the top.
this is why my past lives are so memorable when I think about things I love. When I started thinking about growing up in this lifetime with my brothers, my sisters, and how we interact with each other, it remind me of being at Big Mama house all over again. So it gives me a past life
Dad.
regression on damn near daily basis seeing my siblings. Right? So when Big Mama tell me to do something, everybody that I see is part of me accomplishing what she wants to do. Right? Because I want the sensation, I want the vibe, I want that feeling of my mama having dinner and cooking and telling us to shut up, sit your ass down and eat this food. We ain't got time for all that arguing over the table. Don't you see your grandmama sitting over there? Yes, ma'am. Right? That is an energy exchange that's different than what we have now because there's somebody at the family reunion that's going behind, pushing shit off the counter while mama trying to cook. And then they blaming it on the kids in the house that know better and that would never do nothing like that.
For sure.
Right? So I want people to experience the feeling of being at Big Mama house with a big family function. Everybody got their own shit they believe in. They don't nobody give a fuck when you get to Big Mama house. We there to see Big Mama and to spend family time together. Some of the boys gonna go play basketball.
All right,
Some of
we
them
used to
gonna
jit. We used to argue in the basement and jit. I know you were
yeah.
part. Look, we used to jit. We used to get
That's what
down
I'm
there and do a
saying.
little jit
Look,
move.
when you get with them cousins today, remember that day we was jit, that old boy fell down and bumped his head on
Man,
the wall? Man, what?
man.
Talking about reminiscing. So you creating your best life, right? Because you know the feeling of living your best life. You've done it before. In this life, somebody's stopping you on purpose. That's not normal because I am my brother's keeper. If I know how to get from under the strain, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you this is how we did it before. This is the pattern we follow. If we do this again together and have these cookouts and everybody go back to Big Mama house, all of the aspiring chiefs, meet somebody new that you know in your family is related to you and you've never conversated with them. Call them up, 30 minutes, half hour, whatever, 45 minutes, hour. Call somebody new at least 2 or 3 times a week because we're trying to rebuild the bonds of family. we
That's
didn't
for
need
sure.
we
Call it.
didn't need prisons for they came. Why we need them now?
But look, they used to live in dungeons, and then they come over, and we had castles. They made dungeons to put the money in, and then made castles to put the people in. That's what something that ran through my head when you was talking about that they turned our stuff into prisons, and I was like, damn, they did used to live in dungeons, and caves. They put the money in the vault, and the vault is nothing but a cave.
Oh, that's how we stored our food. We had like community food pantries. We didn't need a grocery store.
That's what Ben Carson talking about. I was like, well, I might have had some food because he say, remember Ben Carson talking about the food pyramids hold the food. They probably did hold the food too.
No, that's
or
not
the
what
shape?
pyramids was a power generator for wireless energy and for communication, wireless communication.
I was talking about the shape and like the
Yeah,
shape, and maybe they did
right, because
the
the shape is okay. The pyramid is on the ley line. The shape of the pyramid is to harness the energy on a certain wavelength.
I was just saying they store food in probably pyramid shaped shit.
Well, they can because it would be a natural preserver.
Come
If you
on.
store food, if you store food in under a pyramid shaped, like for instance bananas, we know they go to. You could do this experiment. You know bananas go bad fast.
Mm-hmm.
They turn brown fast as hell. If you use a pyramid shaped banana hanger, it'll give you a double your life on your bananas, sometimes triple. And if you make it out of copper, that's the best, right? And then if
Get
you
them.
really get good, then there's certain crystals you can actually charge them up under the pyramid shaped structure using the crystal stones. The crystal stones, once you know what it's for, you know what you're charging it for. The intention is then set when you put it in that pyramid shape and you put the crystal under it in the center, it's going to automatically follow what your intention was when you assemble them all together.
Hey, I can look it up, but can you define the difference? Tell me the difference between pyramid and tetrahedron. I could look that shit up if you don't want to, but I like to hear you say that shit anyway.
Yeah, tetrahedron is more size, way more size than a pyramid, right? A pyramid is a triangular structure with 3 or 4 sides. A tetrahedron is like a 6-point star that flips in and out on itself.
Move.
Yeah, it flux is what it's called.
Thank you, sir. I look. I could have looked at Google, but I like the way you said it, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
The
Hey,
ride,
I'm gonna let you drop down. I'm gonna take another call.
yeah. Go ahead, man. I had too much time, man. Hey, I love you and
No,
love
you
y'all,
good,
and
man.
thank
It's
you,
all
man.
love. Yeah, I'm sitting here. Zoe gave me the thumbs up. Motherfucker can't hit me in the ass with a shiny red apple.
Motherfucker, I love y'all. Go ahead, talk that shit, my brother. Big Chief Pontiac, Bella with the wolves on the other side. I'm right there looking.
Okay, peace, God. Hell yeah, Zoe gave me a thumbs up. Shit, can't nobody tell me shit.
Hey, what's going
Peace to the
on, Unc?
God. Peace to the
What's
God.
going on, Unc?
Let me ask a couple questions I just seen pop up. So one of them was, where's Larry Hoover? Larry Hoover's with the other elders of the continuity of government in Raven Rock, Colorado. Angel Bay there, Fairkind there. With the final closing of the Conjures coming up because we found all of the pieces that we needed to close the Haitian Conjure. So that's underway, and this is when you're going to be able to move forward and see these elders come out and tell us about the new developments on the land. They got to give us a report after the transition is complete. They got to tell us what was going on and what took so long. All right, peace, God. Where you calling in from, man?
You from Austin, Texas, but man, let me tell you. So I'm in the kitchen, right? And the dishes is undone. This is before I clicked on your live. The dishes undone. I'm like, might as well do them. All right, so I go in my room, grab my phone. I'm like, Rob probably on live, and then pick up my phone. The Thesikape is live. So all right, I click on it. Boom, y'all niggas in here laughing about Big Mama wants you to wash them dishes. Them dishes undone. I'm like, brother, like that shit just clicked. Cause my grandma had put me a knock. I'm like, bro, like this shit too divine. Y'all niggas in here cracking about washing dishes. This is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that's it, right there. You just made me have a whole flashback of being in Big
Man,
Mama house
bro.
washing dishes again, man.
Well,
I'm going through this shit like I'm having flashbacks of washing dishes at my mama house, washing dishes at Big Mama house, washing
Man,
dishes at my baby mama house,
that shit
washing.
made me laugh
I'm
so
seeing
hard, G.
all of the good feelings that I had washing dishes and just all start rushing back in.
Just the satisfaction of seeing things clean and done. Man, that's wild. But I don't know if you remember, last time I was on your live, I was in my grandmama house, and I had told you she had just passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had went to the wake, right? I'm sitting at the wake looking at the pictures and stuff. And it's like, she flipped me a knock towards you. I'm like, what's going on? Because it was a picture. I ain't never seen of her before. She was sitting down in the chair, and she was pointing to your name. And I ain't never seen this picture. I'm like, "Big mama, you telling me something. Like, this shit, like, because the shit you be speaking be too real. It be too real for some people. Like, you be going over niggas' heads for real. Like, and that woman was a G for real. Like, man, bro, just just for her to like start communicating with me that fast, like, bro, like,
She been communicating with you your whole life, but you didn't know it was her. When you got confused about a situation and you ain't know which way to turn, and then you hear somebody in your ear telling you, "Baby, make that right.
yeah,
Don't go left." She was there
that,
the whole time. She was
that,
talking through your heart chakra. As long as you was absorbed with your friends, you couldn't hear that clear because you was in your masculine brain.
mm-hmm.
You know. But soon as you start maturing, because with the process that comes with maturing, right? It makes stuff that used to be difficult for us as a child because our ego don't want to do it. So we fight it like washing dishes
Talk
and
to him,
breaking dishes.
talk to him.
I just broke the ashtray.
Yeah, man,
Man, you
talk to
can't
him.
make this shit up, man.
I'm telling you, G,
You
energy
can't
too
make this shit up.
strong.
You
I just got
cannot make
chills.
this shit up.
I just got chills, man. Man, she loud. Nah, but when she always told me this story when I was born, and I wanted to ask you about it if you knew anything about this ritual. But like she said when I was born, she had lifted me up to God. She would always tell me this story. I wanted to know if you had any insight on that, if we used to do that.
Yeah. So that's the type of anointing,
Okay.
right? When is your birthday?
January 21st, 1998.
You Aquarius, air sign. So when she say offered you up, she remember in Roots when Kunta held Kizzy up to the moon,
Okay.
that he was consecrating her to the energies that come with the moon, so that she'll be blessed off of her father line. If the mothers do it, you on the mother line. The mother line is hereditary inheritance. The father line is hereditary rulership. The greatest part is to be part of both lines and to be the straight bump.
Hey, say, you speaking right now.
When you the straight bump, that means that if your cousin on your father's side call you, you're gonna have the same response as your cousin from your mama's side.
Tell me why I had a cousin from my dad's side call me just yesterday. I was thinking the same shit. But go ahead.
Yeah. So what you doing now, you don't know that if you're gonna be a chief, you gotta be the most loved and most respected in your family first, right? Then your family introduce you to other families. And then when they give you love and respect, mutual, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get your rank. You don't get your rank because you did PT, you did 350 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, and you ran 5 miles. That don't get you your rank. But to tell you what it will do, it'll help train and discipline you enough to make you more worthy to get your rank. right? So now we need to understand the accessing of our willpower is critical because your willpower, once you start doing things with intent, that you cleaning up generational curses almost every fucking thing you doing. Like you had the intent to come in there and wash them dishes. You meant to do that shit. And then you got the confirmation when you picked up the phone. Right? And Big Mama overseeing the whole process.
Man, they too funny. And here's the thing, both of my big mamas is gone within the past year. Dad side and mom side.
Yeah, so my most recent Aunt Betty was my last elder um that passed, and that was about a little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the last couple of years since I've been doing this work, I lost my mom's, my pops, my Aunt Betty, uh, my niece, and a whole slew of other people in the family in different cities just dropping, right? But certain ones of them, you know what I'm saying, their whole life is being changed off the family coming together to solve family problems, right? A lot of us still arrogant and cocky,
Mm-hmm.
selfish and self-centered. But the ones who not gotta overlook them until they see what's happening. Then they gonna be forced to bump straight.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I keep telling all of the young aspiring chiefs, your family is more important to give you social rank than your neighborhood. Because they have to present you to the neighborhood,
Right.
right? So when they put you out in the neighborhood, what is they putting out there? Is they putting out there a young man with some sensibilities and some manners, or is they putting a motherfucker out there and they teaching him shit, right? The natural structure of the family is supposed to give you the etiquette to take you anywhere you want to go in the world. I could talk to everybody from the penthouse to the projects and never miss a beat. Everybody can't do that, right? But the reason why is because I saw my people everywhere from the penthouse to the projects. And the ones that was in the penthouse looked down on the ones in the projects, right? And the ones in the projects, they look up to and aspire to be like the ones in the penthouse. So my job is to study the phenomenon that keeps everybody from being able to live in the penthouse and get rid of the fucking projects, right? So the projects was engineered based off of a study done with lab rats. To did they use and weaponize our living arrangement against us? Do you know that if they would have just go to the projects and put fresh carpet down instead of those hard floors, it immediately changed the reaction to the people that's living in the environment. They will
Facts.
that the crime between them will drop about 30% within the first month. If you fuck around and you take the brick walls and you um, decorate them or you cover them with plaster and give them access to nice windows,
Mm-hmm.
that'll drop the crime rate in the projects another 60% out the gate. So just by changing the only difference between the projects and the penthouse is decor. And the
Okay.
penthouse got strict rules of how many people, and the projects don't. So, come on, I can let my cousin come live with me. Shit, I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck. She ain't sleeping on the street. I can let my uncle come live with me. Fuck that shit. I nigga ain't finna be sleeping behind the liquor store. Nigga, come in here and get you a shower. My mama taught us that. She taught all us that. Everywhere we go, we always got a whole bunch of motherfuckers. The guys be changing their tires. The old people cross the street, up the street. We be cutting their grass for
Right.
them. You know what I'm saying? Because we was raised that way. And we was raised that way because that's the tribal way that we raise children over here. We raise them with the admiration and respect for the elders, but the people that's here the squatters is teaching the children. Don't listen to that old motherfucker. He don't know shit.
Man.
He ain't got no beans, right? So now that I know that they turning the youth against the elders, as I become an elder, I'm gonna have to spend more time talking to the youth. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them motherfuckers. Because they told us not to do it, now I'm gonna do it whether I want to or not. You should have never told me I can't talk to the youth. I can't tell them about my mistakes and how they can avoid them. And I ain't perfect, and so don't try to be perfect. Try to find your best life on earth. That's all you gotta do. And the secret is this. If you use your willpower to determine your best life and you are building that, nobody else can use your willpower, and it'll also make you feel more powerful. That's what they don't want you to know about yourself.
Talk to him, Talk to him.
You know? So when we talk to these children, I'm telling them all the time, you know what I'm saying? You great. You know what I mean? Let them tell them what make the thing that make you happy in the heart, make the gold in the heart grow. And the more bigger the gold in the heart grow, it becomes a magnet to the gold in the world. All of the things that you see as part of your best life, the more you make the gold in your heart grow, the more that stuff is attracted to that gold magnet you building in your heart. The 7 deadly sins is the easiest way to teach them what not to want to be. Study yourself for these first. And then you give them the mirrors to flip them off called the 7 holy virtues.
Can you go in depth on that?
Right now I'm a little bit too high to try to pull it down. I'm just freestyling right now.
See, what strain you on right now?
Huh?
What strain you on right now?
What strain?
Yeah.
It don't even matter. Hey, my brother then be like, "This is some OG's Squidward from SpongeBob remix." I'd be like, "I don't care if it's good. Is it good?" They'd be like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, give me an ounce of that one."
Yeah.
I don't care about the names, you know. But sometimes the sativa and the indica hybrid had me looking like Forrest Whitaker in the eyes.
Sheesh. She stay cheaping.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you drop down. I'm gonna pull another caller up. I don't know how long this live gonna last.
All right, appreciate you, huh?
All the time. You keep take care of yourself. Appreciate you for chiming in, man. Giving us that story about the dishes. That show them how Big Mama be working in real time, though.
Facts. Y'all take heed what Unc saying. Like, this nigga is like on some shit. Like, we gotta start taking heed because it's time.
Mm-hmm. All right, God. One love.
All right. Peace.
I love talking to my people when we be on some positive build shit. Boy, that be so motherfucking inspiring to me. Because I thought we weren't going to never be able to talk to one another about the struggle. What's going on,
Peace,
God?
peace, God, man. Hey,
Where you chiming in from?
Oak Cliff, Texas, man. Tell me something good.
That's 2 Texas knocks in a row, goddammit.
Man, say, I've been trying to get on here for a minute. I ain't think this was going to happen. You doing all right tonight?
Oh, yeah, man. We getting ready to celebrate Mardi Gras all over this bitch. It's almost here.
Oh, man, say, man. Let me get my shit together, man. I ain't think I was going to get up on here. But I'm trying to see, God, if you can help make sense of something for me. I keep having this same dream, and I don't understand why it's me falling in the Mississippi River.
Did you say falling in?
Yeah. But as I'm falling in and I'm going down, I rise up out of it. And
Oh,
I become a part
okay,
of the river.
take it from the top. Tell me the dream.
All right, all right. I ain't crossed over the Mississippi River since I was a teenager. I did it one time. I'm 36 now. So I don't understand why I'm having this same repetitive dream.
Stop. Time out. Time out. Just tell me the dream. I don't need the primer or none of that. Tell me the dream, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
I bet. This is how I start off. I'm standing on the bridge, right? And I just happen to tilt over and fall in the river. And as I fall in, the deeper I go, I'm seeing lights shoot up from out the water. And as I'm seeing this, I don't know how I'm turning into the water, and I raise up to I guess a 1,000-foot being. I don't know what this shit is. It's weird to me.
Okay. And once you fell in the water, was that the end of the dream?
No, I don't die. As I'm going down, I'm seeing white lights coming from under me, shooting up in the air, and it's turning me into the water.
Mm-hmm.
It's turning me into a water being.
What's your birthday?
July the 12th, 1986.
July the 12th is Cancer.
Yes, sir.
It's a water sign.
Yes, sir.
You were born waterbender. The Mississippi is a reflection of what we call the atmospheric river. It's the Great Nile. When you look up and you being submerged in the Mississippi River, first you
Yeah.
have to know that water represents spirit in the dream.
Right.
Okay, so you being
Yes, sir.
submerged in spirit, which is
Right.
breath. This is a baptism.
Mm.
You seeing white lights rising up under you.
Yeah.
This your tribe, chief, trying to get back home. Your tribe is sending you knocks through the water bending. You see 1,000-foot tall being, or you assess it to be such.
Right. Right. Right.
Right. The 1,000-foot tall, that's 10th vibrational density beings. In
Mm.
order to see a 10th vibrational frequency being in your dream, you
Yes,
coming
sir.
from the 4th dimension in the dream realm, seeing a 10th dimensional being. You are being spiritually initiated, telling you to get your act together so you can put your family back together.
Right. Right. Right.
This is what the message is for all of us at this time. So it just
Right.
so happened that the white lights you see coming up under you, that's all of them knocking for you to redeem the family. And the only thing you got to do is create your best life by enjoying your family. And it'll start to
Right. Right.
automatically, right, it'll start to automatically come together,
Mm.
right?
Yes, sir.
Get the family together as much as possible, and bring the matriarch. Was your mother still around?
Yes, sir. She is.
Your grandma?
My mom and my dad. My mom and my dad.
Is your grandma still around on either side?
Now, both of them passed away a couple years ago.
How many sisters your mama got?
My mother has one sister. She just passed a year or two ago.
Okay, so your mama's side, your mama, do your mama got any aunties that she close to?
Not to still living.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay, because I'm narrowing down on your mother line. Your mother's the matriarch directly tied to you.
I felt that. That was
Who
told to me.
who house everybody go to for the holiday meals?
Well, before my grandmother passed, we would go to East Texas and go to my grandmother's house.
And
But
no,
now, since most of the elders done passed on, most of my family, my immediate family, we meet up at my parents' house.
everybody that used to go to your grandmama house that don't come to your mama house, you need to invite them.
Right. I
You
understand
need
perfectly.
you the chief. You got to enforce the last prominent matriarch that held the glue together.
Yeah.
Is your mama gonna become that once they recognize that she got it? Because she's the one guiding you. Your mama is your guide right now. She's the one
Right.
who's telling your heart that show that person compassion,
Right. Right.
right? But she the
Yes,
same
sir.
one that if she have to, she'll tell you beat that nigga ass.
Man, say you on for your square business, man. That's my mother to the T.
Right. So
Cause
the
that's the only person, not to cut you off. That's the only person in my life who can stop me from doing anything.
yeah,
My mom.
yeah.
It's like she got an automatic button on me.
You mama's boy. Blue
Yeah, I
lies.
really am.
Yeah, that's red lies. That's the red house.
Now
Yeah, that's
I
my
got one
phone
more
running
quick.
out of juice.
I got one more question. Okay, say my last name is Jackson. What is the what do we originate? What tribe would that be?
That's a Masonic term. So Joaquin not. Y'all Hayokas. Y'all from the first family, Hayokas. Y'all high priests. Y'all families of Hayoka priests, healers.
Right.
Okay, so now your instructions is this. Start getting all of the people used to be at your grandma's house, start personally calling them up, inviting them to whatever your mama having next. Right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
just start making family connections. If you know you got a cousin you never spoke to, go out your way to make contact. You
Yes,
rebuilding the
sir.
family. And your mama is the matriarch. When the
You know
other
that,
when the other
man.
matriarchs around her see what you doing and see you honoring your mama at the gatherings, they're gonna appoint the chief that they pick because they all picked one.
Right. Right.
So they gonna start telling them it's time for you to get the family together. It's over with. It's time for us to start coming back together because the family's got to be strong to take the system back. We can't
Yeah.
have fractured families and people with ego problems interfering with the progress of the rest of the family. So
Right.
the
Right.
chief's job is to make the connections with the family. Because remember, every time you're making those connections, you moving up and ranking the family by being most loved, most respected.
Right. Right.
Right. So once
Right.
you get the family tight, and you know y'all understanding that this is tribal shit. They call it
Right.
tribal, but it's really family. Tribe is a family.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
we no longer gonna let the divide and conquer tactic of the oppressor come in and keep us divided and conquered. We finna get
Right.
our shit back, and we need to start seeing who gonna be running the family bank, who gonna run the family food pantry, who gonna run the family clothing outlet, because everything is going back to the families.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the stronger we can get them bonds, the faster and easier it'll be to see that structure.
Yes, sir. Man, say it was meant for me to talk to you, man, because I've been getting messages from Big Mama telling me before this month was out that we was gonna speak. It was meant for me to talk to you.
I know,
Cause she keep telling me I know you.
I know.
Yep.
You got your marching orders. Go do.
Yep.
It's time to do some family building now.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all she wanted me to tell you.
Yeah. And
And then show you
it
how it
had
works. Explain to you how it works so you'll know what you're doing. You don't have to fumble in the dark.
right.
And watch, if you get stuck, the sister's gonna come to your aid so quick when they see what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna make it easy for you.
Yeah, because I was told that I have favor amongst women.
Huh?
I was told that I had favor with women.
All you gotta do is do your work and watch how fast they support you. And then ain't nobody gotta tell you shit. You'll know what Big Mama did.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Man, I sure appreciate it, God body, man. Say, man, you made my whole day and night with that one.
You still got work to do.
Yeah, I know I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but I appreciate you making contact though, because the last of the chiefs is making contact to get the last of the structural information to the masses. That's what you're knocking for. See, when I
Yes, sir.
tell you why you came, because this interaction got to be seen by the people, so people will know what to do. They don't know to
Right.
go reach out to your family members. They don't know call a family member you know you related to but never have a conversation with and get their life
Right.
story. Tell me your story.
Right.
The more
Right.
you do that and across the family, the stronger the family start to get automatically,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the goal
Yes,
for the
sir.
men right now is to get the attention of the young males,
Yeah.
you know. So start having family functions that we can get together. We all come together the second Tuesday, and we gonna rent the gym. We gonna all play basketball, the whole family. I'm calling cousins from out of town and all that shit.
Right. How we used to do when I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this is all part of rebuilding the family structure. They tore our families apart. We got to put them back together. And if we don't do it, it ain't gonna get done because it ain't nobody else to do it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
But I was told when me and you speak, it'll all make sense.
Do it make sense?
Make perfect sense. You
Okay.
just you just gave me the instructions. Now it's just time for me to carry it on out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not gonna hold you, God body, man. I sure appreciate it, man.
All the time, man. That's what I'm here for.
Already,
I'm
man. Peace
I'm
and
doing
blessings.
what Big Mama say
I
do.
yeah, I know you are, man. Say this woman keeps coming in on the left side of my head, man, and I get all these messages from her.
That's your
Like when
daddy.
I sit and
That's your
watch,
daddy, mama.
oh, it is.
Yeah. Your
I
your
thought that was my mom. I thought it was my mom's mother at first.
your mom mother come in on the other side. She come in on the right side. All you gotta do is
And
remember: right brain feminine, left brain masculine.
right,
When she come in from the left brain, she's talking to your right side. That's your daddy. That's your daddy mama. When she come in
right.
on the right side, that's your mama mama. Your mama coming
But
straight up the middle because she coming through your heart chakra.
right, but she keeps fussing at me, telling me to trust myself,
To what?
to trust myself,
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part
cause
of
she
it.
keep telling me I got it, but I'm not trusting myself.
Well, the trust in yourself will be more developed when you see your influence on your family. And
Right,
when they start coming to you in 10 years saying, man, if you just did that, man, I don't know what my life would have ended up being. That's when you going to
yeah,
feel everything that then you won't have no self-doubt. This is the process of erasing it because it wasn't built in a day. You wasn't
right,
born
right,
doubting
right.
yourself. You had to be taught that shit.
Exactly, exactly. And it seemed like I done so much work to undo a lot of that shit, to where like a lot of stuff. I see a lot, right? I see a lot of shit, man. And I talk to my dad and my sisters, and they believe everything I say. The only person who kind of think I'm a little bit crazy is my mom.
That's the one you got to go convince you ain't crazy at all. But you go
Right.
Go show her this video. That's what you do. That's the starter. That's your starter kit.
Yes, sir.
Cause she knows she ain't come on no goddamn ships. Then that we was already here. And she
Right.
just waiting on
Right.
you to tell her. That's why she
Right.
think you crazy, because you ain't told her yet. She don't
You
know